Welcome back to more Sports and Less Levine, the Weekend Winners Edition. I'm Dave Bacon. We want to remind you, legalized sports wagering just a little over an hour away from downtown Cleveland in Erie, Pennsylvania at Presque Isle Downs and Casino, the Bet America Sportsbook. They have 50 state-of-the-art kiosks located throughout their casino, some right inside the door. You can run in, make your bet. It's as easy as a touch screen. Put your money in, make your bet, get your slip, and be back on your way. That's Presque Isle Downs and Casino, the Bet America Sportsbook. Time to welcome in our point spreads expert, Ryan Fowler. Ryan, appreciate the time very much. Let's get to Fowler's 5. Some big points being laid. The Jets at the Patriots. The Patriots minus 22 has a college football game point spread feel there. Who do you like in that one?
It certainly does. And we were talking about it before we started taping. You know, when we look at what the Patriots are this year, wow. I mean, they go down to Miami and they lay 19.5 and they cover. And I don't know if you've seen the photo of Bill Belichick coming off the field after that game. He had his game face still on, and they just won 43-0. So when you go into this game and you look at what the Jets are right now, we saw what the Browns did to them last week. Man, it's hard to make a case for why Luke Falk is a NFL quarterback. He's third string for a reason. And you just look at this matchup and everything goes against where the Jets can even score 7 points, right? I think if Le'Veon Bell maybe breaks a touchdown run, there's your 7 points, and that's it. Because I do not see, with the way the Patriots are playing defense right now, I don't see how they cover 22. I'll take the Patriots in the big point spread.
The Steelers getting 6.5 on the West Coast against the 49ers. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, no more Big Ben, right? So Ben Roethlisberger out for the season with the elbow surgery that's required, something like a Tommy John type situation. So insert Mason Rudolph, the former Oklahoma State quarterback. This guy's got a good arm. Do not sleep on Mason Rudolph. And when you look at this point spread, I think it's a couple of factors. I think San Francisco's big win over Cincinnati allowed odds makers to say maybe 6.5, maybe 7. And then Mason Rudolph, we don't have a lot of regular season game footage of him. So we're going to give the home team, the 49ers, 6.5 to cover. I think it's too many. I think this is an overreaction to how the 49ers beat up on the Bengals. Bengals are a very bad football team, and I think Mason Rudolph is being undervalued in this. I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers win. Jimmy Garoppolo has not looked great. I think that the Steelers cover the 6.5.
Another team that is kind of dealing with that quarterback being out, Drew Brees out for the Saints, not for the season, but for an extended period of time. They travel to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seahawks are giving 4.5. Who do you like in that one?
Yeah, when you look at this matchup, Teddy Bridgewater is the quote-unquote quarterback, but Sean Payton said that he was going to rotate Taysom Hill in there. So you have a two-quarterback set possibility up there in Seattle. This isn't the most ideal matchup for two quarterbacks coming in after Drew Brees goes down. I think Seattle, the noise factor is going to be a big factor for Teddy Bridgewater, who has not been a regular starter in a long time after he recovered from that major knee surgery a few years back. Taysom Hill's more like, they call him the Swiss Army knife. He can do a little bit of everything, but we really haven't seen him as a pocket passer. Granted, the Seahawks defense is not what it used to be. It's no longer the Legion of Boom. You can pass against it, but I do not have a lot of confidence that the Saints, still adjusting to life without Drew Brees, can go up into Seattle, deal with the noise, and cover the 4.5. I got it at 4. If you go 4.5, I'm still okay with Seattle in this one. I'll take the point.
You look at the Sunday night matchup, the Browns hosting the Los Angeles Rams in Cleveland at First Energy Stadium. The Browns 3-point underdogs. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, your producer, Adam Meyer, and I were discussing this yesterday, just talking about how this kind of feels like a trap game for the Rams because they're only laying the 3. But the one thing I took away from that Jets matchup of the Browns-Jets, that offensive line is still a sieve, and Baker Mayfield's going to be in danger if he does not get better pass protection. And when you look at what the Rams have on the defensive line, Aaron Donald, Dante Fowler, they're going to be bringing the heat. And I think that's where this game's won or lost. I hate to say it again, but I think that the Rams are going to be able to cover that 3 and win in Cleveland.
And our final one, the Bears at the Redskins, under 42 is the over-under. What do you like on this one?
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. The Bears' offense is not very good. Granted, the Washington Redskins' defense isn't very good either, but man, for the Bears to score 70 points is going to be a gift in this game. And then on the opposite side of it, the Bears' defense is really good. They're allowing 12 points per game through the first 2 weeks. Washington has Case Keenum there, but they're kind of one-dimensional as a passing offense because Adrian Peterson came back after Darius Geis was placed on IR. So their starting running back placed on IR. Adrian Peterson comes in, makes his first start of the season last week, averages 2.5 yards per rush. That's not getting it done. Then you have the Bears inside. It's a mess. So what I'm going to say is take the under in this. I think until further notice, the under and Bears are going to kind of go hand in hand, and I like the under in this matchup on Monday night.
Ryan Fowler, our point spreads expert. We appreciate it very much. Fowler's 5. And there you have it. We are going to step aside, take a quick timeout. Want to remind you at Presque Isle, Downs at Casino, legalized sports wagering just a little bit over an hour away from downtown Cleveland. It's right off 90, just minutes off the highway in Erie, Pennsylvania. They have 50 state-of-the-art kiosks, the Bet America sports kiosks. Easy as a little touch screen. You put your money in, you get your betting slip, and you're good to go. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. When we return, Mac Tracks, our first Mac Tracks of the year. Straight ahead, more sports and Les Levine. The Weekend Winners Edition. We'll be right back.